Good evening, agents, and welcome back for another Marvel Feature Fight live stream this evening. Thank you for joining. As always, I'm your community manager, 3RL, joined by the announcer. How you doing over there?
Oh man, I'm hanging in there, bro. I'm excited for the Savage Avengers update.
Me too. Always fun to learn a little bit about some lore that I didn't know about before. With that, this evening we're introducing a magnificent team, and though they are rough, dark, and ruthless, they might be mistaken for villains, but their deeds ultimately lead to valuable and noble acts. The theme for August update is the Savage Avengers. Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Dude, there's so many like Savage. There's so many Avengers versions, right? Like the OGs, the new Avengers, the young Avengers. I wonder what this Savage Avengers is all about, and how many of them are coming to the update.
Well, that's a great question. Are the new Avengers and the Savage, not Savage, the young Avengers, are they the same or are they slightly
Oh
different?
no, they're different for sure. Yeah, new Avengers.
So if you hear the names, you might get an understanding of their presence. So for this update, as you've seen in our teaser, we have Ghost Rider in a super epic costume, if you don't mind me asking. Dr. Voodoo, Juggernaut is receiving the uniforms, and Black Knight is also joining Marvel Future Fight universe. I'm personally most surprised that Juggernaut is part of the Avengers team. He was generally a supervillain, but so the news is he's changing sides, and he's also receiving a Tier 4 uniform along with Dr. Voodoo in this update.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like it's. We always talk about how like if you see some of these heroes in person, you
Yeah.
would like freak out and you'd be like, nope, you just go the other way.
Yep.
Once you guys see this Ghost Rider uniform, like wow, dude,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely taking a run, dude.
I would not mess with him.
Yeah.
And before we look at him in action in specific, we want to try to something a little bit different. I cooked up an idea with the creative team, and I hope you guys like it. This is based off the comic book inspiration for this uniform. All right, so this is inspired by Savage Avengers number 22, published July 21st, 2021, and had our creative team do a little animation on this bad boy. Conan and Ghost Rider got to the bottom of Nightmare's machinations and his werewolf's origins, and Johnny Blaze finds out that he wasn't the first Ghost Rider that Conan has encountered. He knew of one back in Iberia that rode around on this giant spider right here. So we went ahead and made a cool animation. Again, thank you, creative team, for putting this together. Shout out to them. And let us know in the chat if you enjoy seeing these little bits of comic lore or understanding a little bit, because it helps me understand where we're coming from. Sometimes you'll see a uniform that you're like, where did this come from?
Yeah, especially this one. I'm like, you're used to Ghost Rider on a motorcycle, but man, let's make him more scary. Let's put him on a giant spider.
Spider and give him some epic uniform. All right. So as you know, before we jump into, we just have some notes here. As always, the footage today is presented on a test build, and this is a testing environment. There may be differences from the actual update. And of course, just in case you're new here, hello, I'm 3RL. Thank you for joining. We have a gift for agents at the very end, so be sure to look out for that. Let's see. All right. And if you haven't, sorry, I was reading the chat just to see what's going on.
Sounds like the audio is a little bit off. Yeah, we're trying to fix that. No worries, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. We'll try to figure it out. Someone said T4 audio.
So we're trying out some new
lavalier
microphones today. So let me try to adjust that. Tell me in the chat if you sounds better. Check. All right, audio's too low. Hey, don't give us a hard time. We're working on the audio. We see.
It's all good.
All right. We're just gonna keep rolling with it. I adjusted the lavalier, so hopefully that's a little better. Anyway, let's jump into the August updates. Alrighty, first off, we have Juggernaut. The Unstoppable Destroyer has received a Tier 4 advancement in the uniform.
It's crazy because like Juggernaut's like known as the unstoppable, like ultimate like destroyer. I'm like, I'm excited to see what the key changes to his uniform is. He's always popular.
Yeah, he's a beast. I actually really like this uniform on him. I think it's like, to me, it reminds me of like their traditional Juggernaut. And he is positioned. I'm just trying to see in the chat here if the audio is any better. Someone says now better. All right, let's just jump into it. We apologize. Just turn up your volume, fans. He's positioned to be a PvP focused dealer, And his biggest change with his Savage Avengers uniform is he is switching from a supervillain to superhero. And Juggernaut doesn't use weapons, as you know. He has this giant, beefy body, and it is the weapon itself, and is very destructive. His regenerative healing abilities is also enhanced, and I'm hoping agents are looking forward to seeing what he can do in PvP. Jumping right into it, his later skill, Sidorak's Blessing. I looked this up, and now that we're messing with the audio issues, I'm like,
It's all good, bro. All right, remains the same.
Yeah, so this remains the same. His passive skill, Can't Stop Me, ignores target dodge rate and grants super armor, increases all basic damage by a percentage, and decreases basic damage received. Let me try something right here on the little button. No? Okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, no, I love his uniform, dude. He looks like you said, the classic one, but with like the new Savage Avenger, like the paint on him, like the super
and then,
epic.
Sorry, with the audio, back into it. All right. And then his tier 2 passive is Saratak's Avatar, also remains the same. And of course, we want to go ahead and check out his uniform options so you can get the best build possible. So let's check that out. T4 in your mic, bro.
I know, I keep seeing those chats too.
All right, so some of our uniform options include the Thing, Dakin, and Ebony Maw. Does it help if I speak louder? Maybe I'll just do that. We're just going to keep rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out his skills in game. All right, as we've been doing, let's get in that run. For being as big as he is, he has a nice run. I was saying earlier in rehearsal, it'd be fun if like I could run into guys.
Like push them around, like
yeah, push them around,
like herd them around with your body. That'd be really dope, actually. I love his like stance, how they animated him. Like he looks like he's charging forward with his head.
Just a note to the audience as well: the specs you saw on screen were not for Juggernaut; those are for a new character. You can take a guess there. All right, jumping right into it, we have Juggernaut combo. Haven't seen these before, so dang, he just threw them across the room. All right, one more time. Wabam. This causes stun. All right, so everyone is jumped and piled over here. Let's check out Juggernaut Stamp. Wow.
You gotta love that ground destruction.
I also wish sometimes it would just stay permanently for my own benefit. This causes a stun, fracture, and applies itself invincible. All right. Skill number 3 is called Juggernaut Clamp. Clap.
Twice for good measure.
This causes silence. Applies itself 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Increases all basic attack by percentage per percentage of pure damage received, and accumulates pure damage up to percentage of max HP. All right. Next up, we have Crusher Slam. Go over here to these guys right here. Oh man, he just jumped over to those other guys all the way over here. Dang, okay. I like that one. Let's see if I could go from here to over there. Let's see how far it jumps. Yep. All right, this enables attacking enemies who have activated Ignore targeting effect and applies incapacitation, paralysis, and decreases all basic defenses by percentage, and is stackable, applies this up a recovery of HP, increases all basic attack by percentage and defenses and speeds as well. Next up, we have Juggernaut Meteor. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, dude, that one's dope. And he slams on you at the end.
He just like measure. Oh man, that's what I'm looking for.
The screen.
These are the moves I'm looking for.
You're hurting him all.
I love that it has to move the camera.
Yeah. That's a good one, dude.
This causes incapacitation and paralysis while applying to self-invincible, increasing basic damage. Alrighty, next up, his awakened skill will remain the same, but let's check it out anyway.
That's Breaker's Charge.
Yes, Breaker's Charge. Thanks, announcer.
Like, let me just casually hop on dude's head.
I mean, he looks like a beast.
Yeah, can we talk a little bit about his tier 4 skill? He's probably going to need some buffs for himself, right?
Yeah, befitting his aggressive and fiery personality. He has skills that strengthen himself and deals more damage to weakened enemies, and this is Power of the Crimson Gem. And for those lore heads out there, for me, I didn't realize, I thought he was just like a straight mutant, and maybe there is some lore about him being like an actual mutant, but he also is basically like an avatar of the Synac.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. This increases all basic attacks by a percentage and increases basic damage to enemies with a percentage of HP or lower, and then applies fracture, incapacitation, and panic while also recovering HP, granting invincible, and increasing all basic attack and defenses, as well as speed and crit rate while removing incapacitation. All right, thanks, MF Doom. That's what I thought. Not a mutant, just has that kind of pact. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was doing some research. All right, let's check out the next member we're introducing.
Or combo time, right?
Oh yeah. I almost got ahead of myself.
You
All
got
right,
this 3R.
combos 3, 4, and 5. And as always, if you want to check out the other combos that the dev recommended, you can check those out here on the screen when the update comes out. 3, 4, and 5. 3. Real slow.
Nice. Dude, I love that. That animation is so cool, dude. How he just runs off the screen.
My favorite part is like the forced rotation of the camera.
I love it.
Alrighty. And now we're going to check out the next member, which is Dr. Voodoo, who is another Sorcerer Supreme, and he's received a new uniform. Alrighty. Dr. Voodoo, coming from Savage Avengers comic issue 4. This is a direct look from the comic. I myself personally, and I saw some members of the community being thinking he was just a little out of place, but this is a direct look. He's not coming to a disco event or getting ready to party. He's just comfortable and ready to use his magic. And he is a great magical authority and an outstanding figure who leads others. Dr. Voodoo is supposed to be a PvE focused character with leader and support skills, using teleportation to confuse enemies and powerful bare hand magic attacks. And the spirits that assist him are enhanced with purple aura, and his enemies will lose their will to fight just by seeing those spirits.
Yeah, so it seems like he's kind of like an all-rounder, like, you know, with efficiency on debuffs and applies to enemies like ignored dodge and to allies. Yeah, it's gonna be like really cool to use him like in all other stages. Like he sounds like he's kind of all around.
Looks like it sounds like audio is good. That's a blessing. All right, yeah, he's will be part of the team in PvP as well, and will make a huge contribution to hopefully neutralizing enemies. And these sorcerers are usually pretty useful. His leader skill, Soul Ruler, will remain the same, as well as his passive Voodoo Ritual will also remain the same. But his tier 2 passive changes to Voodoo Shield, which applies to all allies, ignores targeting dodge rate by a percentage, and applies to self, increase skill damage by a percentage, and increases bonus damage by a percentage, while a high percentage to become immune to flame damage. And we'll go ahead and check out his uniform options real quick as well. Excuse me. All right, let's see. I pick X23 because she's cool. Nick Fury, because you always got to have Nick Fury in your crew. And then Strife. Those are my picks. All right, let's see what Dr. Voodoo can do in game, shall we? All right, turn off. Oh. Also pretty fast.
He looks funny and running in his like
Yeah.
disco uniform.
He has like a full-on suit, like
You know how we always talk about like how they'd be scary IRL? If I saw this dude, I'd be like,
Nah.
bro, the costume party's that way, man.
he does not look intimidating at all. Not like Juggernaut, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But again, if I saw someone just like whipping out some magic, like purple energy,
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
probably as soon as it happened would be a little upset. All right, jumping right into it after my shenanigans, we're gonna go with Soul Blast. Skill 1, causing stun. Pretty straightforward there. And skill number 2 is Voodoo Pentagram. Oh, okay, I'm into it. That causes poison, snare, and silence. Let's check it out one more time. Throw some little, he has a little teleportation action going on there. And then everyone within that circle gets that poison. All right, skill number 3 is Soul Touch.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, one more time. I'm just trying to like look at all like the background and see. If you look at like the watery purple stuff going on, it's really fun. This causes poison and paralysis. Skill number 4 is called Pyre of the Dead. Let's check it out. Oh my. Are there extra guys that pop up in there? Oh, there are. They're little soul guys.
Little soul, like purple dude.
At first, I was so confused. This causes poison and fear and incapacitation while decreasing all basic defenses. And is stackable. Applies itself invincible. Increases all basic attacks and defense as well as speed and crit rate. And let's check out skill number 5. This one will be a V-pad. So, and this is called Soul Portal.
You gotta love those V-pad skills. Oh, that's dope.
Let's go. It's a big AoE, big area of. Damn, that's pretty epic. One more time, just for funsies. Yeah. All right. This causes poison, mind control, and incapacitation, decreasing all basic defenses, and is stackable while recovering HP, accumulating pure damage, and increasing all basic stat based on pure damage accumulated. I'm doing it one more time because it's cool. I just want to. I don't know what it is. That's my favorite skill of his so far.
That's cool.
All right, his Awakened skill. Curse Staff will remain the same, but let's check it out so we can see Swamp Thing in action just for the fun. Next to him and his, his white suit, which I feel like, again, if I ever wear white, I just always get it dirty. So, like, props to anyone who could rock white without getting it dirty. You're a responsible adult. I am not. All right, next up we have a Striker skill, which is Curse of Weakening. And this increases all basic attacks, increases basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% HP or lower, applies stun and silence, and increases energy attack by percentage, grants barrier as well. One more time. I like the little space shield thing going around him. All right, not to get carried away with myself, now we're gonna do combos. Combo time. All right, 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, real quick.
A lot of purple.
I'm cool with that. Purple's one of my favorite colors. Like a, maybe it's more lavender, but like, yeah, definitely on top 3. All right, next I have that Ghost Rider. I'm really excited to see his skills, not gonna lie. So let's go ahead and check out Ghost Rider, the judge who wields Hellfire. Alrighty, yeah.
He is just menacing.
Talk about, this is the guy who I would quit my job the second. If I walked into the office and someone was like, 3RL, your new boss is Ghost Rider, I'd be like, all right, bye, I quit. And if I was a bad guy, you know. Rough. All right, this fearsome figure observes and relentlessly pursues any evil person to brand them with a mark.
I remember Ghost Rider is like super always popular. I think his last uniform was Raid Returned. It got overwhelmingly positive response from all the agents, so I'm sure they're really excited to see this one as well.
I hope so. He looks pretty intense. I remember that update. I was trying to remember in a rehearsal, like, was that last year or the year before? I think Sin was also released with him as well. But Ghost Rider in his Savage Avengers uniform is going to be a PvE focused dealer. In this uniform, he wears, as you can see, some solid armor that looks pretty heavy, and rides around a nice spider instead of a motorcycle, similar to that comic inspiration you saw earlier. He uses chain attacks with his surroundings and using, the giant spider, which I'm excited to see. He has a bunch of strength and has a massive increase into damage dealt to super villains. He constantly unleashes Hellfire with his continuous skills, so no enemy can withstand him. We'll see in action here in a moment, and you can enhance his uniform, making it easier when facing some powerful bosses. His leader skill, Hell's Blessing, will remain the same, as well as his passive skill and tier 2 passive Vengeance and Hell's Wrath. And we'll just go ahead and quickly take a look at his uniform options as well. All right, Hulk Titan, because he's another beast. Apocalypse, Heralds of Apocalypse, and let's throw in Elektra there as well. All right, let's check him out in game and see that big spider. Is anyone in the chat afraid of spiders?
Careful, all the arachnophobics in there.
Arachnophobia. All right. A little slower. Perceived slowness,
that flame,
but the fire on the ground is cool.
Whoop. That's really cool.
A little slower. Seems to be a little slower, but that's okay. All right. First up, we have Chain Swing, and this causes burn. I really like his icons for his skills. Ooh,
wow, that's
destroying the ground a little bit there. Yeah, just imagine
like his motorcycle.
Yeah. This causes burn. Burn, baby, burn. All right, skill 2, Chain of Penance. I think I'm pronouncing that slightly wrong. Penance? That's right, you know what I'm trying to say. This causes burn, incapacitation, and paralysis. Oh, get a better angle on that.
Well, that's still good.
Let's go up here in the front.
To breathe fire at them at the end.
Big boy. Runs a little slow. Burn, incapacitation, and paralysis. All right, skill 3 is called Chain Sickle Judge. Oh, that is sweet. That reminds me of a certain video game. Let's see, how can I make this reference without making the reference? Spartan Soldier, rage-filled guy. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, someone in the chat says Ghost Ronin. He does trigger Ghost Ronin.
Okay,
I love this armor.
Yeah. It causes burn, snare, and paralysis while increasing all basic attacks and defense speed and crit rate while removing incapacitation, with 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. And I'm going to do that one just one more time because it is really cool to me.
That's super dope, dude. I love the slow motion effect, dude.
Yeah.
It makes it more epic. Someone says toasty. That's sick, says Chaos F.
All righty. Next up, we have skill number 4, which is Chain Fist. These guys, unfortunate souls over here, are going to experience this one. Oh, and this is, let's see. Oh, man, yeah, his skills. Oh,
dude, that's epic, man. I love these.
They're going to run away because they're scared as I am.
I would be too.
I mean, I'd be burnt to a crisp. I wouldn't even survive, but that's okay. I'm a superhero in my heart. That's okay. That's all that matters. This applies burn, fear, removes active buffs and incapacitation with a 100% chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, and invincible while granting invincible. Also has an activation rate when attacking super villain enemies and applies an increased basic damage.
Yeah, I gotta love these skills so far, dude. This uniform's pretty epic.
Skill 5. Let's see. I am going to reset the guys real quick. All right. Next one, apologize to anyone who's afraid of spiders. I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's go.
Spider time, baby.
Spider time. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
That is super sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thank you, dude. That's like nightmare fuel, dude.
Yeah, there we go. Slightly better angle.
That's sick, dude. That's super dope.
I don't know if riding a spider is the most like
Efficient,
but it's definitely epic. Causes burn, panic, and decreases flame resistance, as well as decreasing all basic defenses by percentage. Recovers HP, grants invincible, increases all basic attack by a percentage. Alrighty. We'll check out his ultimate skill. Hell Awakens. It will remain the same, as well as his striker, but we just want to see it.
It's way more befitting with this new uniform.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Like,
Then I put in Dr. Voodoo in there, so help me out with some purple rain. Alrighty, now let's do some combos. Combo. 3, 5, and 4. All cool skills. All right. Real slow. Gotta love that. Oh, I missed. I got caught up on the 4 and 5 skill.
Oh, good, dude.
That's all right. 3 out of 4. All right. Next up, the new hero we hope you've been waiting for. That is Black Knight. All right, and here are those specs we mentioned earlier that were for the. We accidentally had them up because they were left up during the rehearsal, so we apologize for that. But they go here. Anyway, first off, we need to figure out who he is, what his power he wields, and to do that, we have to go way, way back in time, imaginary time, to King Arthur in England and learn about the legendary sword, the Ebony Blade.
Yeah, I did some quick research myself too. Like the Sword Excalibur, how it's famous for like King Arthur and legends, and it only imbues itself to like people with pure souls. The Ebony Blade is the complete opposite, dude. It's like the darker the person, the stronger like
That's
the pack
gnarly.
with the Ebony Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, so the purpose of both swords was to protect the kingdom. However, as you mentioned, Ebony Blade was imbued with a cursed power, and the one who acknowledged the sword became the Black Knight. The sword grants immense power, but at the same time, the more it is used, the more user is consumed by the curse.
Yeah, sounds high risk, high reward.
Yeah. Again, I mean, maybe I don't know, man. If someone offered me superpowers, I don't know.
In exchange for your soul, though, bro.
I don't know, but is it my soul or is it my sanity? Like,
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
it's like I'll lose my mind a little bit, but Anyway, with that being said, all antics aside, he does look pretty cool, and he will be available as a tier 3 character advancement. And Black Knight is prepared to be a PvP dealer and supporter who attacks enemies using excellent swordsmanship in the power of that blade. The Ebony Blade is not a sword that just anyone can wield, and the Black Knight's swordsmanship is top-notch. So his performance is something we hope you look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure agents are excited to check out this new hero. Can we tell them a little bit how he could be acquired?
Yeah, of course. He will be primarily available from the Get Biometrics Daily perks, but experienced agents have likely figured it out already. We plan to have a specific event after the August update where you can get Black Knight's biometrics, so don't miss that. Let's jump right into his leader skills and other stuff. His leader skill is the Knight Leader. For all allies, this decreases debuff duration. His passive skill is Protection of the Lady of the Lake. A nice callback to some King Arthur lore. This gives a percentage of HP increase, decreases damage from reflected effects by a percentage, and grants the reflect of all attacks effect. The tier 2 passive, Chivalry, grants super armor, increases all basic defenses by a percentage, increases all skill damage by a percentage, and bonus damage by a percentage as well, while decreasing basic damage received. All right, let's jump right into his skills. Also, shout out to, I don't know if they can hear me right now. And we're back. But yeah, shout out to the creative team. We try to get some new transitions. Oh, they can hear me during the transitions. Good to know. Thanks.
Good job, creative team.
Yeah. All right. First and foremost, the way he runs with the sword.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier during rehearsals. We're like, it looks super epic how he runs with the sword, and we're like, wait, how do people normally run with the sword? But I guess they don't.
Yeah, it's like, do you run with the sword? I mean,
safely,
no. But if you're like running towards enemies with the sword,
he's ready.
He's ready to go. I don't recall ever running with the sword in my life.
The flowing cape is sick.
The cape is some good elements.
All
right. Enough of my shenanigans. I can't help it. Just got to see, got to really push the boundaries. Anyway. All right, let's jump right into it. Skill number 1 is Ebony Blade Strike. Oh, okay. Is that a double front flip? 1, 2, 3, triple. Triple front flip. This causes stun. All right, skill number 2 is Ebony Blade Thrust.
You gotta wonder. I wonder if Black Knight could do the triple front flip before the Ebony Blade's powers, or
I don't know. Yeah, was he just super like
athletic
before?
Also, he's wearing armor, mind you.
Yeah, it's not as like thick as Ghost Rider's, but it's definitely still, that's a full set. That's not light. Ebony Blade Thrust causes fear and stun, and shoots out that red beam at the end of there. All right, skill number 3 is called Art of the Ebony Blade, and this is going to be a counterattack skill. So let's turn that on. And everyone's going to shoot at me. They're not nice, but they're all together. Wow, bam, wow, 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 wow. All right, one more time. Towards this direction, though. All right, again. There we go. That's what I was going for. Sweet. Turn that off. This causes fear, incapacitation, and paralysis while granting a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Accumulates pure damage when attacking, and increases all basic attack for each percentage of pure damage accumulated. All right, skill number 4 is called Starving Blade. Makes me think again of like, a pact with a certain tabletop game. Ooh, got those guys way over there.
That's super dope.
Had to get that second stab into the ground. Like, wasn't just enough. Like, powered up. This decreases all basic defenses by a percentage and is stacked while ignoring immunity. Applies itself an increase of all basic attacks, defense, and speed by a percentage. All right, next up, we're going to meet Galadriel. Let's check it out. Skill 5, Airborne Cavalry. Woo!
Whoa!
See, that looks like
got some wings on her, dude.
That looks like fun. I would, I want a winged horse in my life. He rides his ally Galadriel into the sky while creating that whirlwind, as you saw, and strikes down hard with the power of the Ebony Blade. No worries. This causes fear while recovering HP. Let's check it out again while we read this off. Grants invincible, increases all basic attack, defense, speed, and crit rate, and removes incapacitation. And they're all running away scared. Like, he's whipping around.
Yeah, dude.
All right, they're all together. All right, next up we have his ultimate skill, which is Sword Roar. I need to try to say that 5 times fast. I don't think I could.
Sword Roar.
Sword Roar. Sword Roar. Sword Roar. Hey, I did okay.
Hey.
All right, this causes fear and applies itself, ignoring target dodge rate, and it grants invincible, increasing all basic attacks. Let's check it out. His ultimate skill is an attack where he focuses the power of the Ebony Blade in his sword, builds up a charge, and fires forward to create an explosion.
That's dope.
One more time.
That looks like he fires it forward.
Wow. Yeah, I'm into it.
Boom.
Reminds me a little bit of a fantasy that finally might, end. We'll see. Anyway, bad pun. Combo time. Let's check it out. 3, 4, and 5. real quick, and then a nice little ride on Galadriel.
Let's go.
Alrighty. All right, so let's see what else we have in store for this update, shall we? Alrighty. Next up, we have moved on. We have the potential Transcended heroes for the August update. We have the co-op skills of the 3 agents dedicated to S.H.I.E.L.D. We have Daisy Johnson, Mockingbird, and Agent 13. Notably, like to thank those sweet glasses, and we were hoping that maybe they did something cool and then realized that, you know, the glasses' main purpose is to be able to see, at least for, you know,
and to look fly.
To look fly, yeah, it's definitely important. You know, got to look good when you're kicking butt.
Potentially
transcending. All of them nimbly attack enemies with their unique abilities and weapons, guns, vibrations, and batons, and they are immediately secure their blind spots and disappear. The highly trained movements of these agents maintain the safety of S.H.I.E.L.D. while eliminating enemies. So we hope you can cheer them on. Let us know if there's any of those you care about. We hope that is something you would be interested in. All right, let's check out what else is going on in this update, shall we? Hi, it's me again, Thurero. All right, so first up, we have a new event. The Ranked Tournament is going to be added. Agents who have shown excellent results in Otherworld Battle, Timeline Battle, and Team Battle Arena will be invited to a tournament, and other agents can cheer them on and receive rewards. The cheering feature sounds similar to the one in Timeline Battle, Challenger League, and we'll give you a brief overview of how it works as well. Alrighty, the event consists of 4 main phases: the selection period, the preparation period, the tournament period, and the Hall of Fame period. During the 4-day selection period, the event will be announced, and 16 agents will be invited based on their PvP ranking. During the preparation period, you will form your team and participate in the battle. However, you won't be able to change your team once it's selected, so be sure to choose carefully. Then it's time for the tournament to begin. On day 1, there are no battles, but you can cheer on for who you think will win. So get together with your fellow agents, and you can cheer for one of 2 agents each match. And on day 2, the actual match takes place. Each agent can battle once, and the winner of each match will be decided based on the results. So it's a one and done deal. So no pressure out there to those who are competing. But on day 3, one of the winners is determined. Agents who supported that winner will receive some cheer rewards.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna like discuss and talk and strategize among their agents. So yeah, it's really cool to see like that cooperation in any kind of event, you know. And I understand there's some rewards.
Oh yeah. All right. So agents who participate directly in the battles will receive crystals, power of Demiurge, and godstones based on their win or loss. And as a cheer reward, you receive cheer tokens, which can be used to purchase CTPs and various growth materials from the cheer shop. All right, let's check out some other exciting content, shall we? All right, next up, we have the ability to customize your main lobby screen. Just a fun little addition here to the current cosmic background. A theme can be added when you set various backgrounds. So we take a look at a couple of them here. I'm going to go with Dormammu's playing, but just give it a quick look here. Just hit apply. Bam. And you can see on screen, these backgrounds are going to be in the shop. So take a look for them there.
It's always cool to customize like what you're looking at, like when you're messing with your heroes, editing them,
yeah,
changing around your squad.
Just those little things, little change. All right, next is the renewal of the web shop we're calling Agent Supplies. All right, as you've seen in some of the updates on the forum recently, we plan to apply various events and offers that will be helpful to agents. The design was changed beautifully by both our creative and our web design team. So thanks again to those who inspired this. So we'll go over quick some of those changes. We're basically going to talk about the same stuff you saw on the forum, but first, a 10% discount will be applied permanently to replace the benefit of the MFF points. making products cheaper than the in-game store. And most of the in-game products can now be purchased from the web store along with 7 web app shop exclusive products. Additionally, a new Agent Supply exclusive loyalty point feature has been added. You can obtain elite growth materials, emblem enhancement materials, Odin's glory chests, and more. And you can even get free loyalty points that are given out every day. Alongside these existing daily rewards, you can earn that 10 million gold once a week as a loyalty point just for checking out the website. So be sure to check out the Agent Supplies to earn that free gold if you would like, of course. If the Agent Supplies has its loyalty points, what happens in the in-game store loyalty points? That's a great question. The important part is when you purchase an item from Agent Supplies, in-game loyalty points also accumulate. Of course, for more details, you can check out that community forum I mentioned that was posted, I believe, on last Friday. And to celebrate, we prepared a special event. The Agent Supply Renewal Celebration Mission event. We prepared a variety of rewards, including special rewards that upgrade based on the number of daily missions you complete. And as you accumulate rewards based on the total number of missions completed, the events include a CTP selector with a CTP of competition, various draw tickets, growth materials, and a medium team-up collection token chest. So be sure to participate. All right, finally, let's go over some other improvements added in this update. Hello again. All right, let's jump into just the general overall updates. First, the 3-player co-op skill in Giant Boss Raid has been unified to a single buff type. When the co-op skill is activated, a skill damage increase buff that boosts the final damage of skills for about 10 seconds and is granted to all participants. By using the co-op skill at the right time, you can expect to deal more damage to the boss. For smooth teamwork, please make sure to press the button when your teammates, when one person initiates a co-op skill. And next, some of the mechanics in certain stages of the story, Ultimate Mode, have been eased. For example, in Stage 12-2, an enemy that had 100% immunity to non-elemental damage has been adjusted to 40%. With these improvements, it's now possible to clear stages, even if you don't have the preferred heroes or villains that perfectly match the stage requirements. Next up, the battle speed function that was only available in Team Battle Arena will now be applied to Timeline Battle and Otherworld Battle as well. So we hope this experience gives you a faster pace of combat. And there's also one more change coming to Timeline Battle. The list of items you can purchase with glory tokens and advanced glory tokens will be improved. In the glory token shop, master materials and specific heroes biometrics have been removed, and tier 3 growth materials and biometric selectors have been added instead. In the premium glory token shop, tier 3 growth materials have been removed, and tier 4 growth materials and elite gear growth materials have been added. In addition, the quality and price of existing items have been partially adjusted, and the rewards have changed, and the battles are faster. So we have just now looked at all the main changes of the August update so far. Woo! I did it. Thanks for listening to me monologue there through all that. Hope everyone is doing okay. How you doing over there, announcer?
I'm doing good. That was a lot of quality of life changes, and they're pretty good. Yeah.
All right. As always, for the more details and improvements that are not discussed in this live stream, you can check out the update details notice that will be posted on the community forum. And with that, it is time for the coupon code, and that is Savage Avengers. That's right. Coupon code can be used in the main lobby screen, settings, info, and coupon. And if you're an iOS or Apple user, you can check out the forum. Usually drop in our chat, but otherwise we just go straight to the forum page. It's pretty easy to find. And that'll be good until 8:19 tomorrow, Tuesday at 7:59 a.m. PDT. And that's all for today's announcements. Be sure to follow all our social media channels, forums, and YouTube. Stay up to everything Marvel Future Fight, and like and subscribe to our channels in this video. Let me know if you have any closing remarks. Announcer, how you doing over there?
Yeah, man.
Doing okay?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for everyone to always join our live streams, and thank you guys all for taking time out to notice our live stream and tune in. Yeah, thank you guys always. We're always listening, always sharing our feedback with developers.
Yeah, and that is true. So yeah, we see your messages in the chat, and while we might not directly respond to them when we can't, however, we are aware and we see the messages loud and clear. With that being said, thank you very much. We appreciate you for tuning in and showing up every time we have a live stream. I have a lot of fun with this, just trying to bring in new elements. Let us know if you liked the comic book inspiration. I'd like to dive more into that stuff so I can find other comics and bring that to the table. And always looking for ways to expand the live stream. So if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to hear it. I'm your community manager, Thurl, signing off, and we'll see you in the next live stream. Thank you as always. Goodbye, agents.